Hi, and welcome back to another thrilling episode of the Pensioner Diaries, or An Old Fart Builds a Van. In this episode, I'll be putting the ceiling up, making the window frames for the smaller windows, and carpeting the side panels. So here we are. This is the stuff I'm using for the ceiling. It's UPVC plastic. It's tongue and groove. They are 250mm wide, I believe, by about 2.5 meters long. Really easy to put up. You see here I'm just putting some sikaflex onto the wooden struts, and then I'll be screwing them in. I put 2 screws in each piece, in each rib, just to give it as much support as possible. I didn't want to leave just the screws, because with the plastic I can imagine if there's a bit of vibration they would crack over time, so this is why I used the sikaflex as well. So I'm just putting it into position and it just slots in, and I'm just using a rubber mallet there just to encourage it to go in. Drilling a couple of pilot holes and putting a couple of screws in, and basically that's all there is. You just work your way across the roof until you get to the end, and it's a very simple process. This is the ceiling finished. I've got the lights up as well, and I'm pleased to say that the lights do work. Now here I'm just making some window frames for the small opening windows at the back of the van. I'm just tapering off one end, because the van does taper in towards the end, and it is narrower at the back. So I'm just making the 2 long pieces here, and then I've got 2 shorter ones for the sides. I've already done one, and this second piece I'm just getting that to the same size. It'd be better if I had a bench that didn't move around, but beggars can't be choosers. And here I'm just putting it together. I've got one of these little jointing things. Brilliant bit of kit. Does a 90 degree angle. Perfect every time. Holds it in position while you drill the holes and put the screws in. Wasn't very expensive, and wish I'd bought one years ago. So you just work your way around until you do all that and join it all together. And here I'm just cutting a bit off the corner, just so that it sits flush with the side of the van. Now after I put the frame on, obviously there was a curved bit on the edge of the window, where the frame is in the corners. You can just see it there. So I made those small pieces and just sikaflexed them into position after I'd put the frame up, and then I covered the frame in some of the carpet material. So this is the panel on now. I'll show you in a second how I put the carpet on. Now here I'm doing the piece for the window. I'm just cutting out the opening. I'm leaving it about 50mm or 2 inches smaller than the window opening, so that there's a sort of a lip all the way around. First few cold days of winter here, got my coat on, and these gloves I've got on, they're not for because my hands are cold. It's to stop all the glue getting all over me. And I'm using a piece of scrap wood there just to stop any overspray. I ended up, when I did the big one, I ended up having glue sprayed all over my drive, which went down very well with the management. She was not amused at all. So here I'm just using this. It's just spray contact adhesive. You just spray both sides, and then within a few seconds it's ready to stick together. So it's coated the whole thing. Now I'm turning it over and I'm cutting out the opening, and I'm leaving about a 50 millimeter edge just to fold over, just to make a neat edge on it. And now I'm just cutting in about to about a centimetre away from the edge of the wood, just to help it turn around the corner. And same thing, I'm just using the spray glue. And just keeping that as tight as possible as I pull it round. So that's all the inside done, and then we just do the outside. Now, because you're going to be able to see this edge from when looking through the window, although you won't be able to see it mainly unless you've got your nose pressed up against the glass. If I don't put this strip on here and tidy it up, it'll bug me forever. I'll always be wanting to redo it, so I thought I'll do it now and get it done. So now I've managed to get my hands on a spare hairdryer here, and I'm just warming the material. It was a cold day. I just find it stretches easier if you warm it. It works for me. I don't know whether it's you're supposed to do it or not. I did the same principle when I did the area around the window, and did it to the lip where the window trim is. As I say, it worked for me, so I'm just continuing with it. I'm just gluing it and stretching it. And what I'm doing is I'm stretching the outside edge, so that would be the edge that's closest to the camera, just to get it around that corner. And if you just keep working away at it, you'll soon get there. And then you just gluing the rest of it down here. So that's it, finished. Got the whole strip on, and here we are inside the van. Just going to drill it and then screw it in. These pieces at the top where I'm putting the screws in, these are going to be covered by cupboards. If I find that they aren't, I've got some little plastic caps that go over the top of them, which is practically the same colour as the carpet, so you can't really see them. So this is the finished panel in situ. I think it looks better with that lip around rather than trying to get it to sit flush, and hopefully the curtains will sit inside there as well. So that's it. Thanks for watching again. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one, and take care now. Bye for now.